Native American comedian Victor Tenorio showcases New Mexico with his unique style of comedy. Tonight we discuss his journey, Savage Beauty Productions, and his role in New Mexico's comedy momentum. Victor, thank you for joining me tonight to talk more about your comedy. So let's start at the beginning. How did your journey begin?
Well, my journey began like even at a really young age. Like I remember my dad telling this story to everybody. Like when he went to an award ceremony for elementary, everybody got Scholastic awards, and I got one for comic relief.
Of course.
He called.
You're
So
that kid.
yes, I was that kid. So he always called it the clown award. So I have to correct him. It says comic relief.
Let's get it straight.
Yes, so I've never had the courage to take it onto the stage. So back in 2023, I took the leap of faith and did my first mic in Santa Fe, and I've been doing it ever since.
That's awesome. So you are coming to New Mexico right now when it's gaining a lot of momentum in the comedy community. How does it feel to be a part of it? And why do you think that, do you find this more unique than other places you might have been?
And actually, my employment, I get to travel quite a bit.
Oh,
So
wow.
I've been able to do open mics in Nashville, Las Vegas, Phoenix. And I feel like New Mexico is such a unique place because of the diversity we have.
Yeah.
There's so many different types of people. I mean, in Native Americans alone, we have tons of Native Americans in New Mexico.
Yeah.
We got Pueblo natives, Navajos, Sioux, Choctaws, everybody that came over from Oklahoma, and we're just surrounded by such a diverse area that that makes it so unique, so different backgrounds and
Absolutely.
things like that.
And as a Native American, that representation I know is important to you, as we mentioned before talking online. How does it reflect in your comedy? How do you use that in your voice?
Well, I feel in our especially in Pueblo culture, and from Santo Domingo, and where I'm from, humor is a big part of our culture.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always laughing at events, and I think giving insight, to that type of culture rather than the negative stigmas like absentee fathers, we're always drunk. My material opens that other window for them to see it's not always like that.
Nice, nice. And you also have Savage Beauty Productions. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Savage Beauty Productions started out as Savage Beauty Photography. I was in the hospital and I had this one window and it was changing like the seasons. Like it was snowy one day. Well, New Mexico weather, it changes.
Oh, yeah.
So I told myself, I wish I could take a picture every time that season changed. And so I started the photography thing. And so like that just steamrolled when I started doing comedy. And recently I've been able to produce a show at the Block in Rio Rancho.
Nice.
It's called Vic's Takeover Tuesday. It's the second Tuesday of every month. And
Yeah, that's right. Plug away. That's what this is for.
yeah. And so with that, I was able to give some of my friends some stage time that we weren't able to get with, Santa Fe or Albuquerque. And the Savage Beauty Productions was born. So, and that goes with, musical artists from my village. Like, we got C. Dougie or MC Slater who could use some stage time. So I would, I brought in that so I could offer that to other people, not just comedy.
That's wonderful. So, Victor, go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you, and that way they can know what's coming up.
So you can find me on my Instagram page at savage_beauty_productions. And there I post all of my shows. We got, like I mentioned before, I got the second Tuesday of every month at the Block at Rio Rancho. Buck D will be performing. Jake Otero will be performing. It's steamrolling, and Savage Beauty _ Savage_ Productions on Instagram. So.
You got it out. You got it out. Victor, thank you so much for coming in
Thank
tonight
you for
and
having
talking.
me.
Absolutely. We'll have you back again.
Thank you.
We'll be back.